Welcome to Accelerator. In today's video, I'll show you how to apply SUMIFS function. SUMIFS. In my last video, I showed you how to apply SUMIF. SUMIF function is applied where you have only one criteria condition to apply, and SUMIFS if you have more than one conditions. So if you see, I'll be using the same data which I used in my last video. In column A, I've got salesperson's name. Salesperson's names are appearing multiple times. To make sure there is no duplication, I'll copy the data and paste anywhere else in the spreadsheet. And after selecting the whole column, I'll go to data menu, and then from data menu, I'll click on remove duplicates. What this function will do, it will delete all the duplicates from the data, and now we have got salesperson's name appearing only once. We actually want to find out how much sales have been made by the salesperson in every month. Like this. We have got a rough data here, which to be honest doesn't make sense. When somebody asks you how much sales have been made by every salesperson in every month, then the SUMIFS function comes along and we can take benefit out of it. To apply the formula same way, I prefer to use short keys, Shift F3. Once you press Shift F3, you will have this insert function pop-up screen. You need to find the SUMIFS function from this list. If you cannot find it, you can write SUMIFS here, press go, and Excel will find the SUMIFS function for you. Press OK. In the first box, sum range, it's asking you what column we want to take the sum of. So that's obvious, we want to take the sum of column D. And since we have to copy the formula in different cells, but the reference will be the same, so I suggest you put the dollar signs in the reference to make it static, so it doesn't move when you copy it in different cells. In criteria 1, what information we want to criteria range. Criteria range first should be the salesperson's name. Make sure you select it from the source data, and this needs to be static as well, so I suggest you put the dollar signs with the references. Criteria 1, what information we want to look in column A, that is salesperson's name. In here you need to make sure that you take the reference from your output data range, and this got to be that needs to be moving, so we don't need to put dollar signs next to it. Criteria range 2 is months. We have got months in column C, and I will put the dollar signs here. Criteria 2, what criteria 2 we are after, that is month. Make sure you select it from your output data. Select OK, and let's copy it across and see if it makes any sense. It doesn't. Why? Because it is moving the months referencing to the one step down when we copy the formula down. So I'll put the dollar signs in here as well. Then when I copy the formula across, it gives me a meaningful information. I'll copy the formula in column B, column K, where the February month is, and in here I can see it's not taking the correct reference, so I'll correct the referencing. And the second thing is not taking the salesperson's name. That's it. So after making those corrections, if I copy the formula across, it will give me a meaningful information. And in the same way, when I copy it in the March, what I need to do, I need to correct this reference and then the March reference. If I copy it down, hopefully it will give me some meaningful information. So to find out whether our formula has given us a meaningful information, we need to do a few checks. We will take the totals of the sales of every month, and I advise that you make a total column which take the sum of all 3 months. So if you see, the sum of this data is 212189390, and you can see the same sum here as well. And what's the sum of the source data? That looks similar. Let's do a quick check. If our output data, sum of the output data is equal to sum of the input data. If it says true, it means our SUMIFS function has worked and it has given us a meaningful information. So if you look at the raw data, it doesn't make any sense. You've got salesperson's name appearing multiple times. If somebody asks you how much sales David Best has made, you either have to do a manual calculations or use some smart ways to get the desired results. In here you can see the sales made by every salesperson month-wise, and you can see there is a total figure as well, and it has produced us meaningful information. That's how you use SUMIF function, and that's the type of situations you normally use it. Thank you very much for your time, and if you have not seen my previous video where I explained how SUMIF function work, I'll drop a link of that video down below. And if you enjoyed and you like the videos, I appreciate if you can hit thumbs up, and if you are new to the channel, subscribing, I'll appreciate if you please subscribe my channel.